Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. First things first, what is U0402 telling you? Essentially, it means there's a communication breakdown. Your truck has a bunch of computers, or modules, that are constantly talking to each other. The transmission control module, or TCM, is the brain of your transmission. It tells the transmission when to shift, how firmly to shift, and manages all its functions. Other modules, like the engine control module, or ECM, need to get accurate information from the TCM to work correctly. When the ECM receives data from the TCM that doesn't make sense, or is just plain wrong, it flags this U0402 code. It's like having a conversation where the other person suddenly starts speaking gibberish. Your truck's computer knows something is wrong. So, what are the common symptoms you might experience along with this code? The most obvious one is the check engine light turning on. You might also notice some serious performance issues. Your transmission could get stuck in one gear, which is often called limp mode. This is a safety feature to prevent further damage. You might also experience harsh or erratic shifting, a delay when you put the truck into gear, or even a complete failure to shift at all. In some cases, your speedometer might stop working, or you could see other warning lights on your dash, like the ABS or traction control lights. These symptoms can range from a minor annoyance to making the truck almost undrivable. Now, let's get into the potential causes. Why is the TCM sending out bad data? The number one culprit, especially on these trucks, is often a wiring issue. The wiring harness that connects the TCM to other modules can get damaged. Think about it, it's exposed to heat, vibration, and the elements. Wires can chafe, corrode, or even get chewed on by rodents. A loose connection at the TCM or ECM connector is another very common cause. Over time, pins can get pushed out or corrode, leading to a poor connection. Another big possibility is a problem with the TCM itself. Like any electronic component, the TCM can fail. This could be due to an internal short, software glitches, or just old age. Sometimes, the issue isn't the TCM, but the power or ground supply to it. If the TCM isn't getting a stable voltage, it can't operate correctly and might send out corrupted data. This often traces back to a bad ground connection or a corroded battery terminal. And while less common, it's also possible that the ECM is the one at fault, misinterpreting good data from the TCM. So, how do we diagnose and fix this? The first step is always to check for other codes. U0402 is often accompanied by other transmission or communication codes that can give you more clues. Next, grab a flashlight and do a thorough visual inspection of the wiring harness between the TCM and the ECM. Look for any signs of damage, melted plastic, frayed wires, or green, fuzzy corrosion. Pay close attention to where the harness bends or is secured by clips. Wiggle the connectors at both the TCM and ECM while the truck is running to see if you can replicate the issue. If the symptoms change, you've likely found a loose connection. If the wiring looks good, the next step is to check the power and ground signals at the TCM connector using a You'll need a wiring diagram for your specific year and model to know which pins to test. This will tell you if the module is getting the power it needs to function. If all that checks out, the problem is most likely the TCM itself. At this point, you might consider having it professionally tested or replaced. Remember, a new TCM will often need to be programmed to your truck's VAN, so it's not always a simple plug-and-play swap. Dealing with a U0402 code can be frustrating, but with a systematic approach, you can track down the root cause. Start with the simplest and most common issues first, like wiring and connections, before jumping to replacing expensive modules. I hope this guide helps you get your Ram diesel running smoothly again. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more truck tips and repair guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.